So good evening, one and all.
Good evening, sir.
So Miskin sir, can you mute your mic, sir? Okay, good evening, one and all. So today I'm going to introduce the speaker, Dr. M. Premkumar. So he is very good in research. So today he is going to handle the topic software tools for research proposal and publications. So Miskin sir, you can introduce the speaker, sir.
I'm thankful to Dr. Santosh sir, HOD CSE, for giving me an opportunity to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. M. Premkumar. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everyone who are presented here. Dr. M. Premkumar was born in Coimbatore. He received his bachelor's degree in electrical and electronics engineering during the year 2004 and master's degree in applied electronics during the year 2010. He received his PhD degree from Anna University, Chennai during the year 2019. He has 13 plus years of teaching experience and currently he is working as an associate professor at Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, Bengaluru. He has presented more than 25 technical papers in national and international conferences globally and published more than 75 technical papers in various national or international peer-reviewed journals, including IEEE, Elsewhere, Springer, etc., out of which 28 papers are indexed by SCIE and 48 papers are indexed by Scopus. He had hands-on experience in hardware and software development. He is serving as an editor or reviewer in IEEE Access, IET Power Electronics, IET Renewable Power Generation, etc. He has filed 5 patents from Indian and Australian patent offices. He contributed immensely in the field of research. So let us welcome our guest speaker, Dr. M. Premkumar, who delivered a lecture on software tools for research proposals and publication. On behalf of Guru Nanak institutions, we welcome you, sir.
So thank you very much for your nice introduction, sir. And before starting my session, yes, I would like to thank Dr. Santosh Kumar for providing this opportunity. He invited me as a guest speaker for this wonderful program at a wonderful institute. So let me start my session today. So before that, first I'll share my screen. Yes, someone of you please confirm, is my slides are visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So good evening to all. Today I'm going to handle the topic on the software tools or the softwares which is useful for the research proposals and research publications. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Premkumar. I'm from Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, Bengaluru. So in today's presentation, so what we are going to discuss. So the very first thing what I'm going to discuss is what are the tools, what are the IT tools or what are the ICT tools which will be useful for conducting research or preparing research proposals or research publications. So as we all know that if you take any research cycle, it will start with the idea, that is, or we can call it as a conceptualization. So that's what the first step in research. Okay, for example, I have one peer member. Okay, I'm the first member, and my peer member will be in UK. The second peer review, the peer member will be in the UK, and third member will be in the US. So I just want to discuss about my idea with my peers. So first, I'll be discussing my idea with my peers. Then, if it is okay, if it is possible to work out, or if it is possible to execute, yes, then what we will do is we'll go for the second step. Okay, what is the second step? We'll be developing some kind of a proposal, or we'll be developing some kind of a literature survey. Okay, so it means what are the present work and what is the past work, what they have done in that particular field of research. Okay, so we'll be finding some kind of literature papers, and we'll be reading it, and we'll be find the research gap, and we'll be listing all the research gaps. So that is what the second step, what we people will do. Then after that, okay, we feel that, okay, it is feasible to conduct this research. Then after that, we'll start our research. Okay, so we'll start planning to do it, and also we'll start executing that project, or whatever the thing what we decided to execute it. So we'll start it, and we'll try to take some kind of results. Okay, so it may be a hardware results, or it may be a simulation results, or it may be some kind of real-time simulation results, and whatever the results we have, okay, we'll try to take it out. Once we take the results, what we will do, we'll be analyzing and presenting the data. Okay, so the data may be, sometimes we'll be taking the data from the source of some other source for analyzing it, or maybe for your research itself we need some kind of data, or from your research you'll be giving some data. So we have to analyze all these data and the results what we obtain, and we have to present it to the peer members. Okay, then all the peer members have to has to accept that, okay, this result is valid, okay, we can proceed further. Then once everything is done, we just done the conceptualization, we have done the literature review, and we have executed the project, as well as we have done and we have taken the results, and we have analyzed the results. Now what to do with these results? Okay, then the question comes, okay, what to do this with these results? So definitely we'll be going to disseminate the research finding what we have. Okay, so we just concluded that, okay, this is my X idea, this X idea is applicable for Y applications. Okay, we just proved it. Okay, then we have to disseminate that research findings to the community, or the research community. Okay, so dissemination may happen through the patents, or it may happen through your research publications, etc. Okay, so what we will do, we'll prepare the paper, we'll draft the paper, then again we'll be sharing with the peers. Okay, then they'll be giving some kind of comments, we'll be addressing the comments, then finally we'll be submitting in any kind of journal. Okay, then we may get some kind of positive solution or negative solution. Then if it is a positive solution, maybe we'll be publishing it. If it is a negative solution, again we'll be working out the project again and again based on the reviewer comments, right? Then finally we got published. Okay, the paper is published, the research finding is now disseminated to the research community. Then what to do next? Okay, the people will be relaxing, right? Once the paper is published, okay, yes, the work is over. Okay, we can relax for some time, like that the people feel. But this is not the right idea. So what we have to do, we have to keep monitor that one, we have to keep evaluate that project. Okay, we have to find the positive and negative in that project, then we have to fine tune it. Then finally, suppose if you find any kind of difficulty, or if you find any kind of problem in that, again we have to form the concept, again we have to discuss with the peers. Then same thing it will be, we have to do the same process what we have done so far. Okay, so this research is a cyclic process, so it will not be ended up at one point. Okay, it should be a cycle, so it is a cyclic process. Okay, now if you look at from the step 1 to step 6, okay, so what you can observe, we need some kind of tools to do all these process, right? So as I said already, the one peer member is in India, then second peer member is in US, and third member is in UK. So I just want to discuss my idea with my peers. So how to do this? So obviously we need some kind of IT tools to discuss with the people. So now the people knows about the Zoom app, as we know about Google Meet, everything. Okay, so maybe these tools will be useful to discuss our idea. Okay, then we are discussing through some kind of the digital mediums like the Zoom or Google Meet. Then next one, what we have to do, we have to write the research proposal, or we have to write some kind of literature review, right? So if you want to write that literature review, what kind of tools? We need some kind of a documentation tool, right? We need some kind of office tools. So for example, you may require Microsoft Office, or you may require some kind of a LaTeX software. Okay, or maybe if you take a Microsoft Office, as you all know that is a commercialized one, and we have some kind of open source documentation applications, right? So like OpenOffice or LibreOffice, all these office tools are available. So we'll use any kind of tools. Okay, then we'll start preparing our proposal, we'll start preparing our literature review. Once everything is done, okay, then what we have to do, we have to execute our project. Okay, so for executing the project, for example, if one person, some X person is doing research in machine learning or deep learning something. Okay, so what is the tool required to do research in machine learning? Obviously we can say MATLAB or Python, right? So these are the tools which will be useful to execute our projects, as well as suppose if you want to share your results with your peer members. Suppose if you want to share your results with your peer members, yes, that is also possible, right? So we can remotely share your results, everything to your peers, so that the peers also can execute, they can also check it, they can also validate the results, right? So obviously we need some kind of IT tools. Okay, the next one, yes, we got some results, we have to analyze it. Okay, we need to analyze the data. So one of the perfect tool for analyzing the data and visualizing the data is what? Microsoft Excel, right? So with the Excel, we can do any kind of analysis, we can draw any kind of plots, we can do statistical analysis also, right, with the help of Excel. So obviously we need IT tool. Then after that, yes, as I told, it's a publication process. So if you want to go for the publication process, is what you need, you have to prepare the document. Okay, we have to prepare the document through any office tools, okay, or any visualizing tools or some kind of drawing tools. Okay, so we'll be preparing the paper. Then what we have to do, once the paper is prepared, yes, we have to submit in the journal. So we have to find the respective journal for your field. So that is a different area that I'll be covering later. Okay, so we have to find the respective journal for your application, your paper, what you have prepared. Okay, then after that you have to apply, or you have to submit your paper in that particular journal. So again, for the submission of paper also we need some kind of IT tools. Okay, for example, if you take some IEEE publishers, obviously we need Manuscript Central. Okay, or if it is Elsewhere or Springer, obviously we need some kind of editorial manager platform to submit your paper. So it means each journal will be having their own platform to submit a paper. So that is also IT tool. So obviously we need some kind of IT tools. Okay, so now if you look at from the first step to sixth step, the IT tool is playing a vital role. So that is what I'm saying, that is the main objective of all the IT tools, or we can say it's ICT tools. Okay, so we should learn some kind of tools. What are the tools are available to do the research? Okay, we should practice ourselves to use that tools for conducting research or for writing your research proposal or research publications. Okay, so with that motto only, this webinar has been started. Okay, maybe it will be useful for some of you people. Many I can say that many people knows all these tools already. Okay, but few people, they don't know it. Okay, so maybe this webinar or this workshop may be useful for those people, and even the people knows, you just try to have some kind of hands-on so that you can learn much better than what you have, what skill you have already. Okay, so now if you take in the kind of research publication, okay, the IT tool usage in the research publication. So as you know, this is what the overall process of your publication. Okay, so as I said already, the submission process, you see, we'll be preparing the document. Okay, we'll be preparing the document using any kind of office tools. It may be a Microsoft Office, okay, Word, okay, or it may be a PDF, or it may be RTF, okay, any kind of format. Okay, so maybe some journals will be accepting only Word file, some journals will be accepting only PDF, and some journals will be accepting only LaTeX files. Okay, so based on that, we have to prepare our paper. Okay, once the paper is prepared, okay, it is not only for the publication, it is also applicable for the proposals also. Okay, so whatever I'm discussing for the publication, the same thing will be applicable for the research proposals also. So just keep it in mind, that one. So once the paper is ready, I'll be going for the submission. Okay, so while submitting the paper, I submitted the paper. For example, I submitted my paper in IEEE transactions on cybernetics. Okay, I submitted the paper. Okay, first what they will do, they will do the initial check. Okay, your editorial assistant will do the initial check. What they will do, so they will take your paper. Okay, they will first assign the manuscript number for your paper. Okay, once the manuscript number is assigned, okay, what they will do, they'll be checking the plagiarism. Okay, because nowadays people are facing the problems with plagiarism, right? So that is the first step, first and foremost step in the journal publication. Okay, they'll be checking the plagiarism. Okay, if your plagiarism level is less than 20 or 25%, because based on the journal, this percentage will be changed. Okay, for example, if I take any kind of journals from Springer, okay, they will be allowing the plagiarism percentage up to 20%. Okay, if your plagiarism is less than 20%, yes, it will go for the next step. If it is less, yes, the paper will be rejected by stating that plagiarism is more. Okay, now, okay, the plagiarism check is over, my paper is ready, it passed that step. Then what is the next step? It will be assigned to the editor-in-chief. Okay, what that editor-in-chief will do? So he will not do anything, he will be assigning the associate editor. Okay, he will be finding the respective associate editor for your application or for your paper, and the associate editor will be reading your paper. Okay, then they'll be trying to find the suitable, if the paper is within the scope of the journal, then associate editor will try to find some kind of reviewers in that respective field. Okay, then they'll be sending the request to the reviewers. Then what the reviewers will do, they'll check the paper. If it is within the scope of their field, they will accept it. Once the review is accepted by the reviewers, then you can check the status as under review in your platform. As I said, editorial manager or manuscript center, there you can observe the status, each step status in that platform. You can observe everything. Okay, now the reviewer read your paper, he has given the comments. Okay, once the comment is given, okay, because you see, minimum nowadays the people are focusing 3 reviewer reports. Some standard journals are going up to 6 reviews, or some journals are going up to 10 reviews also. Okay, based on the journal and based on the experts available. Okay, but the minimum number is 2 reviewers. Okay, once the 2 reviewers submitted the report of your particular paper, then you may get a decision from the associate editor. Okay, so the decision may be a minor revision, or it may be a major revision, or it may be a rejection. Okay, then based on the revision, okay, you submit the paper again. Okay, maybe if everything is satisfied, the paper will go for the next round of review. Again, they'll be submitting the reports. Okay, it is like a cyclic process. Okay, once the report is okay, once the reviewer is saying, okay, the paper is accepted to publish, then finally you will be getting that the paper is accepted. Okay, so with this, your process will not be over. Okay, still the process are there, because the next process are very important, because after this process your paper is going to come in online. Okay, so what they will do, once the paper is accepted, the few journals will be publishing your paper in online immediately. Okay, then the meanwhile what they will do, their publishers will be preparing our paper in their respective format. Okay, then they'll be sending you the proof. Okay, once the proof is received by the authors, then author has to check the paper thoroughly. Okay, from top to bottom, from first word till last word, you have to read the paper carefully, because after this stage you cannot do anything. If any mistake is there in the paper, you cannot do corrections. If you want to do the correction, then you have so many formalities are there to do the corrections. Okay, so this is my advice, that before submitting the proof, you check the paper completely and you find out if any mistakes are there. You just list out all the mistakes and send to the publisher. Okay, then publisher will do all the corrections. Then finally the paper will come to the online. Okay, immediately they may assign the volume number, issue number, or immediately they'll be giving it like early access or article in press, so that maybe later stage they'll be assigning the volume number and issue number and the page number also. Okay, so now if you look at from the left side to right side, so from first step to last step, you see we need a tool. Okay, we need a tool to do all these processes. Everything is automated. Okay, nothing is manual. Okay, everything is automated. Everything is done through the IT tool. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. Even for the research publication, even the research proposals, suppose if the proposal, suppose if you are submitting proposal to DST or SERP, okay, the same process will happen there also. The same process will happen. You will be submitting the report as per their format. Okay, then it will go for the main person. Okay, then they will be assigning to the reviewer. Again, based on the reviewer statement, your proposal may be accepted or rejected. So whatever the process I'm telling for the research publication, the same thing will be, most of the steps will be applicable for the research proposals also. Okay, so from these 2 slides, what I can say is the IT tools or some software tools are necessary to do or to publish any paper or to submit any kind of research proposal. That is what I'm trying to say from these 2 slides. Okay, so now I'm just moving on to the tools. What are the tools available? Okay, and what are the tools you can use it? Okay, that is what I'm going to discuss now. Okay, so the first one, the writing tools and softwares. As you know, for writing the article or research papers or the proposals or blogs or dissertation or thesis, for anything, we need a writing tool or software, right? So writing tool may be your Microsoft Office, okay, or it may be a LaTeX, okay, or it may be some kind of open access tools, open source tools like the Open Office and LibreOffice. Okay, so now most of the people are aware of the Microsoft Office, because even today people are using Microsoft Office. Okay, but the problem with the Microsoft Office is it is purely commercial. Okay, if you have a money, you just buy it and you can use it, and this is a better tool, I can say. Okay, so whatever the tool I use so far, this Microsoft Office is a better tool. The only problem is the commercial one. It's a purely commercial. Okay, then second tool is the LaTeX. Okay, the LaTeX, mostly this LaTeX will be used by the mathematicians. Okay, because the mathematicians will be handling so many mathematical equations. Okay, to write that mathematical equations, the LaTeX is the perfect tool to illustrate all your mathematical functions. Okay, so in addition, maybe some the people from IITs and NITs, they are maybe the guides are forcing the researchers to use the LaTeX. Okay, because if you take the LaTeX, as you know, it is having so much of advantages, like it is open source, purely open source. Okay, then you can download it. So whatever the package you want, you can take it from the online, you just keep it. Okay, and the formatting wise, you don't need to worry about the LaTeX, because all the formatting will be taken care by the LaTeX. Okay, even the referencing or figure caption or the table caption or figure citation or the table citation, everything it will be automated if you go with the LaTeX. Okay, but maybe when you use it for the first time, you may feel difficult that, okay, some kind of programming skill is required for the LaTeX and all like that, the people may feel. But actually, to say, it is a very easy tool. Once you start using the LaTeX, obviously the people will not leave that LaTeX tool. Okay, so that much is easy. And once you prepare the manuscript, then it will give you the perfect shape for your article. Okay, so that is the beauty of the LaTeX. Okay, so if you are good at LaTeX, you keep use the LaTeX, because see, with the LaTeX you can prepare your report, you can prepare your thesis, you can prepare your paper, or you can prepare your presentation. Everything is possible with the LaTeX. Okay, so if you are good at LaTeX, please try to practice that LaTeX. So first one, as I told, it is a commercial one. The second one is also it's an open source. Okay, then suppose, okay, sir, I'm familiar with only Office. Then what to do? I don't have money. It's purely commercial. Microsoft Office is commercial. Then what I can do? Yes, you can use either Open Office or either you can use LibreOffice. Okay, so most of these two tools are having same interface of the Microsoft Office. Okay, it is not like 100% similar to the Microsoft Office. Okay, but some kind of similarity will be there. So suppose if you want to use any kind of open source tools, you can use Open Office or the LibreOffice. Okay, but since I have the license for that, I'll be using the Microsoft Office. Okay, because if I have the license, then I have so many advantages, like because we have some other tools, some kind of research tools are available, so that we can have some kind of plugins. Most of the plugins are available only for the Microsoft Office. Okay, so that's why I prefer Microsoft Office to write the research proposals and the research papers. Okay, if you go with the LaTeX, that plugins and all, it's not possible. Okay, if you want to check the grammar, or if you want to check your plagiarism on the go, if you want to check the plagiarism, or on the go if you want to check any kind of paraphrasing. Okay, so it is not possible if you go with the LaTeX. Okay, but everything is possible if you go with Microsoft Office. So even today, many are using Microsoft Office, but so many things are there with Microsoft Office itself. Okay, so that I'll be telling you what kind of things you can use it in Microsoft Office now. Okay, then the next one, this is my major focus area, the referencing tools and reference management softwares. Okay, so when we write the research paper or the research proposals, okay, so the main problem, okay, what we are facing is the reference management. Okay, suppose if you write any kind of review papers, okay, you may handle the minimum reference of about 150 to 200 reference papers to write your paper, your review paper. Okay, so in such case, if you want to manage, if you want to cite your papers, or if you want to arrange all the references, you may feel difficulty that if you're entering your all the reference papers manually, it will take much of your time. Okay, so in order to avoid that one, yes, we have so many referencing tools. Okay, so here I have listed most of the tools. Okay, so here you can see the Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, RefWorks, Cite, Paperpile, and Dossier. So all these are the referencing tools and reference management softwares. Okay, out of which the first two tools and the last one, you see, the Zotero and Mendeley, and the last one is the Dossier. Okay, these three tools are completely free. So Mendeley is not completely free, so that I'll share with you later. Okay, so as of now, you take it as a free software. Okay, so Zotero, Mendeley, and Dossier. So these three softwares are free softwares. You can easily collect the paper, you can organize the paper, you can cite it, and you can share the research with your peers also. Okay, and with the Dossier, what is the advantage of the Dossier is you can do the proper literature review with the Dossier. Okay, so the citing, maybe the interface will be somewhat difficult to understand in Dossier. Okay, but if you take the Zotero and Mendeley, okay, the citation or the organizing paper or annotating the paper or taking some kind of notes, Zotero and Mendeley is a perfect tool to do this. Okay, since it is a free, yes, you can download it. Even now you can start use it. Okay, but if you see the other tools like EndNote, RefWorks, Cite, and Paperpile, all these tools are commercial tools. Okay, so out of all these tools, EndNote is the 100% perfect tool for citations or for reference management. The EndNote is a perfect tool, but it is purely commercial, because if you want to buy that one, you have to pay around $160 per year so that you can start using that EndNote. But initially for 1 month they'll be giving it free of cost. If anyone is interested in EndNote, you can download it and you can use it. The EndNote, you can use it. Okay, so one advantage with the EndNote is this actually the EndNote is released by Clarivate Analytics. Okay, as you all know, the Clarivate Analytics is the indexing service company, and they are giving the JCR reports, that is the impact factor for all the quality journals. Okay, so this EndNote is released by that company, Clarivate Analytics. Okay, so they have a lot of interface in it. Okay, if you want to buy, you just buy some. You have to spend around $160. You just buy it and you can use it. But my major focus is only on Mendeley. Okay, because so many plugins are available with Mendeley. Okay, it is very easy to use, so that I'll focus only on Mendeley. This Mendeley is released by elsewhere. Okay, this Mendeley is released by elsewhere. Okay, so it is released, I think some 6-7 years before itself they released. Okay, now the people frequently started using this Mendeley software. Okay, so I'll be listing you what are the Mendeley versions are available. Okay, so the first one is the Mendeley Desktop is available. Okay, so as I told, the Mendeley, I told it is a free, right? So yes, it is free, but it is only up to the space of 2 GB, because they'll be giving you the cloud space of only 2 GB. Okay, up to 2 GB you can use it. More than 2 GB you have to buy it. Okay, so the very first tool, it is the very first tool introduced by the elsewhere, Mendeley Desktop. The next one is the Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, this is a recent tool, and I can say that this is an advanced version of Mendeley Desktop. Maybe in a year or two, Mendeley Desktop will obsolete. Okay, then the people will use only Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, the next one is the Mendeley Cite. Okay, the Mendeley Cite is a plugin which will be useful for the Microsoft Office, so that on the go you can cite your papers. Okay, that is what Mendeley Cite. Okay, then Mendeley Web Importer. Okay, so this feature I'll be telling you, it is a really nice feature. Okay, it will reduce a lot of your headache. Okay, this Mendeley Web Importer, it will reduce a lot of your headache. So that once I give you the hands-on, so that you can understand what is that Mendeley Web Importer. Okay, then Mendeley Premium is available. Okay, so this is unlimited space. Okay, so but you have to pay around $165 to buy it. Okay, and also the Mendeley dataset. Okay, so in Mendeley dataset, you can find the dataset, whatever the required dataset by you can download it, and also you can upload your dataset also. Okay, so that is the beauty of Mendeley dataset. You can find so many data. You just Google it, you can find so many data inside the Mendeley dataset. But to access all these things, okay, to access all these Mendeley products, yes, you need a registration. You need to register. Okay, you have to register with your email ID. It's a very simple process. Just register with the email ID. Okay, before that, my strong advice to you people that you please try to prepare the Scopus author profile for each and every one. Suppose if we have any kind of papers in Scopus, okay, so try to create author profile, so that author profile will be very useful, so that you can use it for this applications also. So that email that registration is sufficient to use all these applications. Okay, so my strong advice is try to create one profile in Scopus, and also try to prepare the profile in ResearchGate. Okay, so ResearchGate is a perfect platform to interact with the people around the world. Okay, because after introduction of the ResearchGate, I just improved my research like anything. I just interacted with a lot of my peers in all over the world. Okay, so that is the advantage of having the profile in the ResearchGate. So try to have the author profile in the ResearchGate, so that you just try to upload your papers. Maybe the people refer your paper, maybe you'll be getting some kind of citations also. Okay, so these are my advices. As a researcher, at least you should have these two profiles. Okay, so now I'll cover one by one. So first we'll go with the Mendeley Desktop. Okay, so with the Mendeley Desktop, what you can do, you can easily organize, or you can easily create your personal library, and you can annotate the document. Okay, while reading it, okay, something is required, something is important, so that you can annotate it. Okay, and also you can cite that paper, whatever the things you wanted, so that you can select it and you can cite it. Okay, so that is the advantage of having the desktop, Mendeley Desktop. So the name itself says that desktop, so it means you have to download the application from the link what I have provided here. Okay, you just download the software. Okay, you install it. After installing it, it will ask you to register. Okay, so you just register with your email ID. Okay, so this registration ID is common for all the applications what I told before. Okay, you do registration, then you can start use it. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, this is the link. You can use it to download your application and install it. Okay, maybe you suppose if you have the Mac or your Apple laptops, yes, Mac version is also available, Windows version is also available. So whatever the thing you want, you can download it. Okay, then one of the another advantages, you see, we have the Mendeley citation plugin for Word, that is Microsoft Word as well as LibreOffice. For both the things, we have plugins, so that in Microsoft Office itself, that plugin will be there. You can use the plugin to cite your papers. Okay, and with the tools, with this tool, you can create or you can export all your library with BibTeX format. Okay, so see, for example, I just collected all my references in Mendeley. Okay, but I'm writing my documents in the LaTeX. Then what I can use, how I can use that Mendeley for my LaTeX. So from the Mendeley, you can export all your papers, all your references in BibTeX format. So the LaTeX will accept only BibTeX format. So you can use the BibTeX format, so that you can use the Mendeley files in the LaTeX also. That is another advantage of having the Mendeley Desktop. Okay, and one more thing is, you see, your library is backed up in the cloud when you sync, and is always available. So you can sync all the files, all the libraries, so that everything will be stored in the cloud, so you can access wherever you want it. So it means that you don't need to have your laptop with you. Okay, since it is already synced, all the data are available in your cloud, so that you can use it. And also you can create a group, you can create a group members, then you can share all your files with the group members, and the group members also can read your papers, they can also annotate, they can also cite it. Okay, all these possibilities are there with the Mendeley Desktop. Okay, I'm just talking, keep on talking. So this is the time to give you some kind of a demonstration. So for that, first let me open the Mendeley Desktop application. Okay, just I'll be opening the Mendeley Desktop application. So here you can see I have the Mendeley Desktop application. I'll just open it. Okay, so now inside you can see once you install it fresh, okay, it will ask you to sign in. So since I already have the account with this, you can see it is already signed in. Okay, it is already signed in, and here you can observe that green color line. So since all my files are stored in the cloud, okay, since all my files are stored in the cloud, it is taking all my files from the cloud so that you can use it for your paper referencing. So here you can see it is downloading from your cloud. Okay, and here you can see these are my different projects. Okay, so that for each project I just open one new folder. In each folder I just kept my references. Okay, then or else if I click all my references, you can see all the references listed here. You can see all the references are listed here. Okay, so now here, suppose if you want to have the fresh one, okay, suppose if you want to have the fresh one, then how to start with this? Okay, so let me tell you. First I'll open one folder. Okay, I'll open one folder. I'll just click the add folder option. Okay, so in that, here, this is the folder option. Okay, so I'm just creating a folder. So since it is taking time, because still this process is not done completely, so it is taking time. When this internet is connected with meeting also, it is somewhat slow, I can say. So before that, I'll be telling you other possibilities of this one. Okay, so this is what your front page of your Mendeley Desktop. Okay, suppose if you want to add any files, if you want to add any references, we have different formats will be accepted by the Mendeley Desktop. Okay, how I can find that one? So here you see, I'll click this. I click this. Here you can see add file is there. Okay, just click add files. And here you can see all files are there. All files means it will accept, you can see the different formats like PDF, it will accept BibTeX, it will accept RIS file, it will accept EndNote, it will accept .txt, and it will accept Zotero. Zotero I told you, another free tool, and OVID, then PubMed, all the file formats will be accepted. Okay, then where you can find all these file formats. Okay, so before that one, I'll just tell you where you can find these file formats. Okay, so just I'll go to my web browser. Okay, I'll just try to find some papers. Okay, I'll just try to find some papers. Okay, so here you can see some five. I found one paper. It is in the IEEE. Okay, so here you can see the option called cite this. Okay, here you can see the option called cite this. Okay, just click this. Okay, just click this. Here you can see the different formats are available: plain text, or BibTeX, or RIS, or RefWorks. Okay, so since your Mendeley is accepting BibTeX, I'll just click the BibTeX. Okay, I'm just clicking the BibTeX. So here you can see the download option. So just download it. Okay, just download it. I'm just keeping my file name as 1. I'll keep it in the desktop. Okay, now I just downloaded the BibTeX file of this paper. Okay, again now I'll be going to my Mendeley. Okay, just I'll go here. Okay, I'll go to add file. Okay, so since I stored my file in the desktop, I'll go to desktop and I'll be selecting my file. Here you can see the 1.bib is there. Just click it. So here you can see the paper will be uploaded. Here you can see this is what the paper we uploaded. Here you can see. So what is the paper title? Fuel cell parameter estimation via marine predator and political optimizers. So same thing you can observe here. This is what the paper title and everything is there. And if you click that paper, in your right side you can observe the paper title, the author names, okay, and the journal name, year, volume, issue, pages, everything. Even if you want to have the abstract, you can copy and paste the abstract. Okay, suppose if this data is wrong. Okay, for example, maybe this paper is published in the volume number 9, but it is taking something wrong, because everything is based on the machine learning technique. So maybe sometimes it may go wrong also. So for example, if this is the volume number 9, you can change the 9. You can change the volume number. Okay, manually you can change it. Okay, or the page number is wrong. Yes, you can change the page number also. Anything if you want to change, you can change it. Okay, so that's it. I just uploaded my file inside. So similarly, whatever the references you want, okay, you just download the respective version and you just keep it in this so that all the reference will come into your Mendeley Desktop. Okay, the next step, you can see you can upload your PDF files also. Here you see I have one PDF file. Okay, I'll just take one PDF file. Okay, I'll take one PDF file. I'll just download. I'm just importing it. Okay, see here, this is the paper what I uploaded now. So this is the paper what I uploaded. So based on that, here you can see the author name, everything, the journal name, year, volume number, issue number, page number, everything is available so that you can use it for the next reference. So similarly, if you have 100 reference, you just download all the 100 reference formats and keep it in the Mendeley Desktop. Okay, once everything is done, okay, see this, the beauty of the Mendeley is, suppose if your paper is an open access paper, okay, if your paper is open access paper, it will download the PDF version of that respective paper also. Directly it will download the PDF version of the respective paper. So here the most of the papers are, you know, it is not open access, it is subscription based, but here you can say this is the open access paper. This paper is because IEEE access the open access. So here you can see the paper is available, view research catalog entry for this paper. So that I'll click it, it will go to the respective the file. Okay, it will go to the respective file. Okay, or else if you want to download it, that downloading option is also available. Wait, let me open it. Where is the paper? Yeah. Okay. I think here I couldn't able to download, but all the open access paper you can download it and you can save everything. Okay, I'll try to open one paper. So here you see I just opened one paper. I already uploaded all my PDF files. Okay, I uploaded all my PDF files, so I just opened that paper. So as I told, no, you can annotate, you can highlight, anything you can do with this. So here you can see you can highlight it, okay, with different colors. You can highlight it, okay, and you can add some kind of notes. Okay, you can add some kind of notes. Okay, so you just please refer later, please refer later. So you can have any kind of notes in this. Okay, just save it. Okay, so this will be stored and it will be synced with your account. Okay, anytime you can open and you can check it. So here you can see the note is there. Just click the note. There you can see what the note you kept it. Okay, similarly here you can take the notes also. Here you can take the notes. So I'm just reading this paragraph. I just want to have this sentence in my paper. So I copy this and I'll paste it so that here you can see. I'll select my text. Okay, I'll select my text and I'll just keep it here so that you see this data it will be stored in the notes so that in the later stage you can use it for your applications. Okay, all these things are possible with the EndNote. So you can do annotate, everything you can do. So not only this, as I told, no, the group also you can create. Okay, the group also you can create. So before introducing that group application, so I just want to introduce another thing. Here you can see. Oh, what is there? Yeah, the citation style. Okay, this is another important thing. So based on the journal, okay, the citation style may be changed. Okay, so any style you can select it. Okay, for example, if this is not applicable for your paper, you can go to more styles. Okay, you can search for the respective one. Suppose I just want to use IEEE transactions. I just want to use IEEE transactions on cybernetics. Okay, so that you can search it. Okay, so this is checking it and install the version. I'll go to get more styles. I'll just typing it. So here you can see all the respective IEEE transactions format will be showing it. Since I want this format, I just click it. I just install it. Okay, now here you can see it is showing installed. So it means that particular package is installed in your Mendeley Desktop. Okay, so now everything is ready. I just uploaded all my references in my Mendeley Desktop. Okay, now I just want to cite my papers. Okay, how to cite it? So for that, I'll just open one example file. Okay, I just open one example file. So here you can see I just kept some statement from one paper. Okay, so just to give some kind of an example how to cite it, so I just copied the text from one paper and just I kept it. Okay, so these are my references. I just need to cite it. Okay, so here I need to cite the four respective papers I need to cite. Okay, similarly here also I need to cite. Okay, now how to do the citation? Just here, I just want to cite. You just keep your cursor here, and go to reference. And here you can see, once you install Mendeley, this will be automatically added in your Microsoft Office. This will be automatically added in your Microsoft Office. So here you can see insert citation is there. Just click this. Okay, just click this. It will ask you to go to Mendeley. Just go to Mendeley. Yeah, I came to Mendeley now. Okay, now I just want to cite some 1 or 2 papers. So here, so I just want to cite some 1, 2, and this paper. I just want to cite. Okay, so I just want to cite these 4 papers. For example, this also. I just want to cite these 4 papers in my Word file. So I just selected whatever the required papers to be cited. I just selected, and here you can see one option called cite. Just click this. You just click this. Here you can see it will be automatically cited 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just remove this one. This is my old one. You can see it is 1, 2, 4. It's there. Okay. Similarly, here also I want to cite some 2 papers. Okay. Here I just want to cite some few papers. Again, I'll go to Mendeley. Again, I'll select some other papers. Okay. Some other papers I just want to cite. Yes, I cited 5, 6. Here you can see it is automatically changed. And here you can see I'll change this reference. Okay. I just want to introduce another reference here. Okay. So I just select some other things. Okay. I just want to select these 2 papers. Cite it. Okay. Similarly, I just want to cite here. Okay. Go to Mendeley again. Go to Mendeley. You just select the required papers to be cited. Yes, they cited. So likewise, you can cite the how many papers you want. You can easily cite it. Okay. I just cite here. I cite it. Okay. Then here also I just cite it. So it is very simple thing. Okay. So don't think that it is a tough process. It's very simple. So now you see, I just cited about now 13 papers I cited. Okay, but if you look at this format, maybe this format will be suitable for the Nature journal, because you can see here the style is Nature. So Nature journal, this may be good, but suppose I want to submit to any IEEE journal. Okay, so for that you just click that style option. Okay, here you can see any options there for your IEEE. If it is not there, go to more style. Okay, and click this IEEE and use this style. Okay, done it. Okay, now you can see everything is automatically changed to IEEE format. Okay, this is what acceptable by IEEE. Now I just cited. Now I just want to create my bibliography. So what I can do? So this is what my reference page. Okay, reference page. So from here I just want to create my bibliography. So here I just clicked it. Now here you can see one option called Insert Bibliography. Click it. Just click it. You see everything will come automatically. Okay, you don't need to change anything here. Everything will be automatically created. Okay, everything is automatically created. Suppose if you want to change your font style or something, you can change it. Okay, other than that, all these informations are right, because it is taken from the PDF files directly, or it is taken from the BibTeX file or EndNote file directly, so that this information will not be wrong. If it is wrong, you can correct it in the Mendeley Desktop application itself, so that here you don't need to change anything. Okay, now I created. Now I missed one paper to cite. Okay, assume that I missed one paper to cite. So now what I'm going to do is, for here I just missed to cite one paper. So here I just want to add one more reference with this. Okay, I just want to add one more reference. So for that, here you see, just click it. Here you can see the option called Edit Citation. Okay, so I just click this. Okay, so already we have selected these 2. Okay, now again I will go to Mendeley. Okay, already we have selected 2 papers. Okay, so those 2 papers will be there. Along with that, okay, I'll take another paper. Okay, I'll take another paper. I'll cite it. Okay, so sorry. Right. Maybe I forget to add. Okay, the 7 to 8 is there. Now go to edit, and I'll just copy this. I just copy this. Okay, again go to Mendeley. So already we have selected 2. Okay, then I'll select the 3rd one also. Then I'll cite it, so that you can see 7 to 9 is automatically changed. Then according to this, all the reference numbers are changed. Okay, then similarly all the bibliography is also automatically created. Okay, so this is the beauty of Mendeley Desktop. Okay, you can introduce any kind of reference in between. Automatically, all your references will be aligned properly. Okay, this is Mendeley Desktop. See, soon this version will be obsolete. Okay, soon this version will be obsolete. So instead, what the people are doing is, now the people started using the next application. We'll go to the presentation. Okay, we'll go to the presentation. So here you see, the people started using this Mendeley Reference Manager. This is the new tool instead of Mendeley Desktop. So far, the Mendeley Desktop updates are coming, but soon it will be stopped. Maybe in future we'll be using only Mendeley Reference Manager. So this is the link I have given. This is the link I have given. The same process what I told for the Mendeley Desktop, same process is applicable for this one also. Okay, so no difference. I'll just open this Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, I'll open this Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, you can see only the interface is changed. Some kind of updates they have done only in the Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, so here you can see once you open that application, automatically it will try to sync. Okay, because already it is signed in, it will try to sync. It will try to take all your files from the your cloud. Okay, so now you can see only the interfaces change, no other difference. Okay, so suppose if you want to add any files, so here just go to add new. Here you can see files from the computer. Okay, maybe if you have downloaded any file, PDF file, you can directly copy from your desktop or something, and you can take it or you can upload it directly to this Mendeley Reference Manager. And this one may be very useful. Add manual entry. Okay, so suppose if you download some papers from other journals, that other journals may not give this kind of format like BibTeX format or EndNote format or RAS format. Okay, in that kind, what you can do, you can enter your journal manually. You can enter your paper manually. Okay, so to enter that one, what you have to do, go to add new. Here you can see add manual entry. Just click that one. Here you can see the DOI, whatever the paper DOI is there, just copy paste it. And the reference type, okay, just click this one. You can see so many types will be there. Whether your paper is a journal article or the conference paper or the conference proceedings, or it is a magazine, or it is a thesis, or if it is a web page, anything. Okay, so you just select it and just give all your required data. Okay, once you give the required data, click add entry so that that reference will be added in your page. Okay, and this one, import library. Here you can see you can import BibTeX file or .xml file or the EndNote file or RAS file. So these three file formats are accepted by Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, so suppose I just want to import my BibTeX file. I just click it. Okay, it will ask you to find where is the BibTeX file. So since we already included this paper, I'll just try to import some other paper. Where any paper is there? I think I deleted all the paper. Okay, so I'll open some other paper. I'll open some other paper so that you can understand. You can have the hands-on so that you can understand. You can use it. So I'll go to BibTeX, download it. So I'll keep name as 2. Okay, save. Okay, you can go to the reference manager, go to add new, import library. Okay, BibTeX, and here you can see second file is there, so just click it. So once you see, can you see the file, one file is uploaded. So here, this is what the paper what you uploaded now. Okay, this is what the detail of that paper. You can see what is the paper title is proton exchange membrane fuel cell stacks. So here you can see the same thing, author name, everything will be there. So if you want to get the PDF, just click this button. Just click this button. It will automatically take your, it will download your PDF file. Okay, here you can see PDF file is downloading. It is downloading PDF file directly. Okay, once the PDF file is downloaded, okay, now you can see the PDF file of that respective reference paper. Okay, as I told, you can do all the annotation, highlighting, okay, adding notes to that paper. See, this is what the paper what we have uploaded now. So you can do all the annotation, everything you can do it. Okay, the same thing, whatever we done with the Mendeley Desktop, the same thing is possible here also. So likewise, you can add all your references. Then whatever the process I told previously, the same thing, you can use it. Okay, so now I'll be telling you how to use the next tool called, you see, Mendeley site. I'll go to the Mendeley site first. Okay, I think only we have less time. Okay, if you provide some more time, I can cover many things. So we'll see. So I'll go to Mendeley site. Okay, so the Mendeley site is a plugin for your Microsoft Office. Okay, you just download it. And you just install it. It is very easy where you can download. Just go to Mendeley Desktop or Mendeley Reference Manager, go to Tools, and here you can see on this plugin will automatically, since it is I already installed, it is showing uninstall MS Word plugin. So if it is not installed, it will ask you to install MS Word plugin. Okay, I already installed it. Okay, so now I'll open another example file. So whatever I created initially, the same copy, I just have it here also. Now, how to use the Mendeley site? This is very simple tool. You don't need to go anywhere. Okay, on the go you can cite it. That is the advantage of having Mendeley site. I'll be telling you how to use this. So this is your paper, what you prepared. Okay, and go to reference. And here you can see once the plugin is installed, it will automatically, this icon will be displayed in your Microsoft Office. Okay, just click this. Okay, in your right side, you see one tab will be opened. In your right side. Okay, so it will take time because it will try to take all your files from your cloud. Okay, it will try to take all your files from your cloud. So it is taking time. So just wait for a moment. So I think because of the internet problem, it is taking time. Yeah, it is loading now. So it will try to take all your references. Yes, that's it. Now the page is open. Okay, so here you can see all your libraries. So whatever we loaded in Mendeley Reference Manager or whatever we loaded in Mendeley Desktop, everything will be available in the Mendeley site. Okay, I'm just writing paper. I just want to cite on the go. So for that, this Mendeley site will be very useful. So suppose here you see, I just want to cite some papers here. Okay, I just want to cite some papers. So for example, I just want to cite some papers based on artificial intelligence techniques. See, I'll click this. Okay, so my artificial beacon, I just click this. Okay, now I just want to cite 2 papers. I clicked it. I just clicked it and click insert citation. It's very simple. You see, on the go while writing paper itself, I can cite my papers. Okay, so now suppose here I just want to cite other papers. Okay, so just remove this. I just want to select some other papers. For example, I just want to cite my Gray Wolf algorithm. Okay, just Gray Wolf algorithm. So I just select my papers based on the Gray Wolf. Okay, I select it and click insert 2 citations. That's it. Citation will be included. Okay, it's a very simple process. On the go you can cite the paper. Okay, you don't need to open the Mendeley Desktop or you don't need to open Mendeley Reference Manager. Directly you can upload, directly you can cite it. Okay, once you cite it, now as you know, we have to insert the bibliography, right? Then how to insert your bibliography. So for that, here you can see the option, go to more option, click this. Okay, here you can see insert bibliography. Click this, you see automatically a bibliography will be created. You see, the bibliography will be created. Okay, so now suppose I want to change the style of the bibliography. So here you can see go to citation style and you can select any file you wanted. Okay, suppose I want to use this format. Suppose if I want to use this format, just click this, update, automatically update. It will be updated. Here you can see the citation style is changed. You can see the citation style is changed. Okay, based on this citation style what you selected. Suppose nothing is listed here, again go to select another style. Okay, select another style. For example, I just want to have the interface of the artificial intelligence review. Okay, you see, this is my one of the journal in the spring journal. I just want to prepare one paper for this respective journal, so that I'll take that size style, I'll click it, update it, so that automatically it will be updated. Okay, so that is the advantage of having this Mendeley site. Okay, so you got how to use this Mendeley site, right? So you come to know how to use this Mendeley site. Then one more beauty of this is, I'll tell you. See, I just want to cite some papers here. I just want to cite some papers here. But these papers are not there in my library, what I created in my Mendeley Desktop or Mendeley Reference Manager. It is not there in my library. Okay, so what I'll do now, I will download the respective format. Okay, I will download the respective format. Okay, for example, I'll go to any paper. Okay, I'll go to any paper. Okay, I just click that format. I'll just want to download this. Okay, you just keep 3. Okay, save it, go to reference manager, go to new, import library, bibtex. Okay, then which file we added, third one we added, so click it, open it. So that file will be automatically uploaded in your Mendeley reference manager. Now I just want to cite that paper, but here you can see still that paper is not updated in this Mendeley site. Okay, if you want that update, go here you can see update from library is there. Click it, so it will try to update all your references. So you see, this is what the paper we just uploaded here. You see, this is what the paper we just uploaded. So now it is updated here. Okay, so I'll select it and I'll give the citation. Okay, so this is the easiest way of using the Mendeley site. This is the easiest way of using the reference management software. Okay, so I hope you people got some idea about Mendeley products. I just want to give you one more important application. Maybe if you give another 5 to 10 minutes, I'll try to complete it.
So you can continue, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so now I'll try to give you some demonstration on how to use Mendeley web importer. Okay, Mendeley web importer. So for that, you see, this package is available in online. So I just keep a copy. I'll just paste it here. Okay, just paste it here. Okay, so here you can see get web importer for Chrome. You just download it. Okay, here you can see, since I already installed, it is asking to remove from Chrome, or if it is not installed, it will be asking you to install it. You just click it, automatically that plugin will be added in your Chrome. Here you can see this is what the plugin for. This is what the plugin for your web importer. Here you can see this is the plugin. Okay, now what is the use of this web importer? I'll be telling you. So far, how we have added the paper in the library, we have downloaded the respective version of bibtex or RIS version or some XML version or some .txt file. So we just downloaded and we just uploaded in Mendeley Reference Manager or Mendeley Desktop. This is what we have done so far. So with the help of Mendeley site, we cited. Now I'm just giving you a simple way. You don't need to download any format. You don't need to download any format. Just with the help of web importer itself, you can keep all your papers in your library. How to do this? Okay, let me take one example. Okay, so I'll take this example. So this is my recent paper, so we can take my example. Okay, so I just opened my page, the respective paper page, web page. I just opened it. Okay, so wait to this opening. It is taking time due to poor network, I think. I'll try to open another paper also. Yeah, I'll take this paper. Okay, I just want to have this paper in my library. How to do this? I just open that respective paper page. Okay, very simply, here you can see web importer is there. You click it. Okay, first you have to sign in. So I'll sign in first. So give me a second. I'll sign in. Sorry. This is my friend login. I'll go to my login. Okay, I just logged in. You see, what I did very simple. I opened that paper page. I just opened that paper page. I just click this web importer. Now here you can see it is taking your article directly. It is taking your article directly. Okay, and it is checking for the PDF. If your paper is open access, directly it will download your PDF version of the paper also. Okay, so I'm just selecting. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just selecting that paper page. Okay, here you can see PDF not found because this is not the open access journal. Okay, so it is showing PDF not found. I just clicked it. I'm just clicking add. That's it. The process is over. So you can check these things in your reference manager. Here you see, this is what the paper we cited now. You see, evaluation of particles form, circuit theory and application. Same thing here you can observe, evaluation of particles form, circuit theory and application. It is very simple, right? So in this one also I will be telling you, see, this is my another paper. Okay, this paper I just want to cite, I just want to have it in my library. Okay, just click this web importer, it will show you the paper page. You see, it is showing you the paper page, and also still it is full version is not uploaded, so it is showing PDF is not found, and this respective page is there, so click it. So now this will be added in your reference manager. Here you can see this paper is added in your reference manager. And one more advantage with elsewhere Science Direct journals. Okay, I'll go to Science Direct. All Science Direct is powered by elsewhere journals, right? I gave you demonstration on Wiley as well as IEEE also. I just give you some demonstration on elsewhere also. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll select some papers. Okay, so I just want to have this paper in my library. I just selected it. Okay, so either you can click this one, either you can click this web importer, but in elsewhere, because you see, as I told, the Mendeley is introduced by elsewhere. Here in the Science Direct itself, they have given an option called add to Mendeley. So directly you can click this, automatically it will be imported. You can see automatically it will be imported. Okay, you see everything is the paper title, author name, your volume number, issue number, page number, everything is taken. Click it so that it will be added in your reference page. You see, in library it is automatically added. Okay, so this is a very simple process. You don't need to download any papers. Okay, just with a web importer, directly you can keep all your respective papers in your library in your Mendeley Reference Manager or Mendeley Desktop. Okay, or else suppose I just want to keep this paper in some respective folder of, see, this is all my projects. Okay, we have created all these projects. I just want to keep it in my project 1. Okay, so in project 1 also you can add it. Okay, so wherever you want you can add it. Okay, so that is the beauty. And I'll just show you some application with Springer also. I think everything is same in Springer also the same. Okay, so but I'll just give you some examples so that you can use it even from today itself. We can start using it. Okay, so I'll take one book. Okay, so I'll try to cite this book. Okay, so here you can see that book page is available. Okay, so just click this, you can add it. Just click this and you can add it, so that you see that reference will be added here. So everything is possible with web importer. So once all your library is there, once you added all your respective the papers, then go to your Word file, your paper, and go to Mendeley site, and you see we added so many papers, still it is not updated here. So if you want update, go here and update. Go here and update. So whatever the paper we added so far, everything will be listed here. You can see everything will be listed here. Okay, so that is the beauty. Yes, you can, if you want to cite, yes, you take it, cite it simply, just cite it simply. It's a very simple process. Okay, everything will be added directly. Okay, so this is what the advantages of IT tools, whatever available for the research publications as well as research proposals. Okay, I hope all these products will be very useful for you to write the quality papers. Okay, You can save much of your time with these tools. Okay, so you just check it, what is Mendeley Premium and Mendeley Dataset. Okay, so this is about the reference management softwares and the research tools and softwares. I just want to list out some few tools. Okay, maybe it will be required for you people to write some quality papers. So these are the tools required for you, okay, to write the quality papers. Maybe you can use Ref and Write. So Ref and Write is a good research tool to write your literature review. Okay, Ref and Write is a very good tool to write the literature review. Okay, you can download the add-in of the Ref and Write, and you can keep it in Microsoft Word itself. So it will show you a lot of options. With that option itself, you can easily write your literature review. Okay, so that is a advantage of having Ref and Write. Okay, the next one is the language editor tools. Okay, we have so many language editor tools. I just listed few here. Okay, Grammarly, Ginger, Pro Writing Aid, Style Writer, Scribens. Okay, all these tools will be useful to check your grammars. Okay, so out of which this Grammarly is introduced by Google. It's a Google product. Okay, and all other tools are, some other companies. Okay, so out of this, the Grammarly and Ginger is actually to say these products are the commercial products. Okay, but out of all these tools, the Grammarly is a perfect tool to, I think I can say, each and every reviewer or each and every researcher has to have this tool, so that you can avoid all your grammar mistakes. At least the basic mistakes you can avoid with the help of this tool, Grammarly. Okay, and the next very important tool is the paraphrasing tool. Okay, paraphrasing tool. As I discussed in the first slide, the plagiarism, most of the researchers are struggling due to the plagiarism. Okay, if you want to avoid the plagiarism, if you want to reduce the plagiarism, and these tools may be useful to reduce the plagiarism. Maybe you can use Quillboard, or you can use a paraphraser, or even you can use Ginger also. Okay, so the Quillboard can be useful for the grammar check also, but that is in the beta version. But the Quillboard is a perfect paraphrasing software. Okay, but it is purely commercial. You have to buy it. Okay, maybe you have to spend around 4,000 to 5,000 per year. You have to spend, so that you can buy and you can use it, the Quillboard, so that you can at least reduce the plagiarism percentage to certain level. Okay, and next one is the Microsoft Excel. As you all know, for all your data analysis, okay, the statistical analysis, and for your visualizing, okay, you can use a Microsoft Excel. This one everyone knows it. Okay, and the next tool, very important tool, is the Google Scholar. Okay, the Google Scholar, as I said, ResearchGate and Bubloons, Scopus, all you have to have the profile in all these platforms. Okay, so this platforms may be useful to find the related papers, may be useful to find the related researchers. Okay, you can find not only the papers, you can find the patents also. Okay, so for finding all these things, definitely these tools are required. Google Scholar, I think everyone knows it. ResearchGate, as I told, it is a social platform to have the to have an interaction with the people around the world. And the Bubloons is created by the Clarivate Analytics. Okay, so suppose if you are doing any kind of review, or if you are doing any kind of editorial process, everything will be registered in the Bubloons. Okay, so you can create a profile in the Bubloons, so that it will be useful for your future. As well as the Scopus author profile. In Scopus author profile, all your indexing papers, everything you can check it in the Scopus. Okay, so all your SCA paper indexing you can check with the Bubloons. All your Scopus indexing papers you can check with Scopus indexing, Scopus author profile. Okay, so these four are very, very important for all the researchers. Okay, and the last one is the plagiarism tools. Okay, so how to check? Okay, I have written the paper, everything is perfect now. Now I just want to submit the paper to the journal, or I would just want to submit my proposal to the funding agency. So before that, you have to check the plagiarism. Okay, so to check the plagiarism, we have different tools like Authenticate, Turnitin, Viper, Plagiarism Checker, Plagiarism Detector. So here the Viper, Plagiarism Checker, and the Plagiarism Detector, with the free version itself, you can check your plagiarism, but it is not the accepted source. Okay, because maybe they may steal your data also. Okay, so I'm not encouraging to use Viper or plagiarism checker or plagiarism detector. Okay, instead you can use the authenticated tool like Authenticate and Tornado. These two are the authenticated plagiarism software. Each and every the researcher should have all the logins in these plagiarism softwares. Okay, Authenticate and Tornado. Maybe it is costly, but if we have it, obviously you can avoid all your plagiarism. Okay, because suppose if you submit papers with plagiarism, the journal may ban you for 3 years, or completely they may ban you to submit the papers, or they'll ban you to publish the papers in that respective journal. Okay, they may take some kind of legal action also. So this is my advice before submitting paper anywhere, even to the conference or some kind of journals. Okay, check the plagiarism and try to upload your papers. Okay, so I think with this I'll try to complete it, and this is what another thing what I just want to share. So I prepared the paper. Okay, I just want to find a suitable journal for that paper. I prepared it. I just want to find the suitable journal. So in all the leading publishers, they have this web page for finding the suitable journal. Okay, so for example, I just want to show you only one example, so you just try to find other examples. Okay, so I just want to show you the elsewhere journal finder. You see, elsewhere journal finder. So it means it will suggest you some kind of journals with respect to your title and the abstract. Okay, so I'll take one paper already what they published. Okay, I'll take it. I just keep the paper title here. Okay, and I'll take the abstract of that particular paper. Okay, I'm just keeping it in the paper abstract. Okay, just you need to keep your title as well as your abstract. This is sufficient. Now if you want to select the field of research, you can select or just leave it. Okay, I just want to select my field of research. Okay, so my field of research is engineering. Okay, I select engineering. Okay, and here are the subfield also you can select. I don't want to select the subfield. I just click the find journals. Okay, so now this journal finder will be giving you the lot of suggestions based on your title as well as based on your abstract. Okay, so here you can see a lot of journals it will be suggesting you. You can take any journal. So in this itself, you can see what is the impact factor of the respective journal, what is the acceptance rate, what is the time limit, everything you can check it. So based on that, you can submit your papers. So this is what I just want to convey in this slide. Okay, so with this I'll try to conclude my session. So many things to discuss. So due to the time limitation, I just want to wind up my session. Okay, with this I'll wind up my session. If you have any doubts, okay, if you have any doubts, you can contact me at any time. Okay, this is my contact details. Okay, you can contact me at any time. You can clarify your details. Okay, so thank you all. I hope you learned something new today. So maybe it will be useful for doing a quality research in future. So thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session. So any queries from audience side?
Sir, Prem sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I got confusion related to free journal and paid journal and open access journal. Can you please elaborate on this?
Yes, sir. So now actually you take any journal, if you take any kind of leading publishers, they have two options. One they have subscription based. The second one they have open access or the golden open access. Okay, so the subscription based journals are free journals. Okay, free paper publication. You don't need to pay any fee. So in that case, what is the problem is the paper will not be available at free of cost to the readers, as well as all the copyrights are with the journal itself. You just done some good work, you just published in some journal. Okay, suppose if it is a subscription based journal, then all the copyrights are belongs to that respective journal. Suppose if you want to hold your the copyrights with you, so in that case you have to go for the open access. So for that open access, you have to pay some kind of money. You know, all the leading publishers will be asking about some $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000. So you have to pay that money so that your paper will be freely available for all the researchers. So in that case, all your copyrights are with you. It is not belongs to the journal. So this is the major difference between the subscription based or free journal or the open access or paid journals.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. Regarding Mendeley site,
Yes, sir.
is it these? You said one thing.
Sir, please, can you speak louder, sir? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Sir, regarding this Mendeley site plugin,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
you said that only that plugin is enough to perform all these operations.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But already previously you said that a reference manager is also required.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, the reference manager is useful to keep all your library. If you want to
Okay.
have the library, if you want to keep all your files, the reference manager is sufficient. Either you can use a reference manager or either you can use Mendeley Desktop. So I'm advising you, don't use Mendeley Desktop, use Mendeley Reference Manager so that you can create all your library. Whatever the files are available in the reference manager, that you can directly access through the Mendeley site.
yes, sir. So we need to use reference manager and then Mendeley site.
Mendeley site.
Both.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Informative. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is there any queries from others?
So the feedback link shared in the chat box. So if you have any doubts also, that after that program, we will share that all the details to that mail. So that feedback link, so we are collecting that email also. So from the email, so we are sending that all the information, so which is related to this program. So kindly fill the feedback form.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, this is Persian from Baswi College. I have a query about publications, particularly. You said open
Sir, your voice is somewhat cracking. I couldn't able to listen you properly.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, can you speak louder, sir? Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Is it better now? Sir, about the open access journal, sir. Open access journal. What is the minimum time for publication, sir, in a standard open access journal to publish? What is the minimum time to publish in an open access journal?
Yeah. So one advantage with the open access journals are rapid review. So that is the main advantage of having open access. Okay. So for example, if you take the publishers like, IEEE Access or MDPI, so the maximum time duration for the review is only 14 days, because I'm acting as a reviewer in both the publishers. They'll be giving you only 14 days to review a paper. So within 14 days, we have to give the review reports, or else automatically that will be goes to other reviewers. So the time frame is very less. So that is because, since the people are paying money, so they don't want to wait more than 6 months or 1 year, because, so some subscription based journals, even it is taking more than 2 years also. Okay, even after 2 years, they'll be rejecting the papers. So in that cases, the paper will be outdated and paper will be totally wasted. So to avoid all these things, the people, they brought the open access concept. Okay, and also it's some kind of business minded. Okay, that is a secondary thing, but it may be useful for the researcher, the young researchers, because suppose if they want to have the paper very quick in the journal, so that they can submit their thesis or something. So if they want to get some kind of appraisal or something, if they want to get some kind of promotion or something, they'll be going for some rapid review journals or open access journals. So most of the open access journals are having the maximum time limit of 2 months. Okay, so within 2 months, definitely you'll be getting the first decision from the journals. Even some free journals also available. You can get the review decision within a month, but that percentages, I can say it is negligible percentage. Okay, minimum period you have to wait is about minimum 5 to 6 months. You have to wait to get the first decision from the quality publishers. So that's why the people, most of the Chinese people are going with open access, because they are doing so many researches. They want to prove that my research is good. So that's why they are going only for the open access, so that immediately the people are publishing the papers.
Sir, thank you, sir. I have
Yes, sir.
one more question, sir.
Yes.
As a researcher, as a PhD scholar,
Yeah.
what would you suggest? I mean, for my university, they require two papers, and then I mean, this is like a requirement based kind of. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but
No, no
apparently
problem.
with the work and all, this is how it's going. Like we need to publish papers, and the institutes are also looking for papers. They're demanding for papers for the NIRF ranking and all.
Yeah.
So what is your suggestion for a research scholar, like a PhD scholar, to go ahead and publish papers? What would you recommend? Like where to start off from as a first paper and the second paper? Can you please give some suggestions on that?
Yeah. If you are a starting researcher, the very first paper what you can focus is a literature review paper. So the people are thinking that review paper is a very simple paper, just copy pasting and they can publish the papers, like that the people are thinking. But it is not the case. The review paper will be taking much more time than the research paper. If you want to create a really quality review papers, minimum it will take 3 months to 6 months time to create or to make one quality review papers. So that is what my suggestion as a young researcher, because when you start your PhD, you may study so many papers to find the research gaps. Okay, so those things, it should not be wasted at any point of time, at any cost. It should not be wasted. So what is my suggestion is, whatever you're reading it, just keep it aside, like just keep one Word file, so that in each paper what is your finding, that you keep it in Word file. If you read some 100 papers, you will be having some 100 Word file. Then finally, if you compile this 100 Word files, you'll be getting one quality review paper. So that itself sufficient to publish one paper in some good journal. So I'm not talking about some kind of predatory journals. The predatory journals are nothing but, see, you should know the difference between the open access journals and the paid journals. Some of your colleague asked what is the difference between open access and paid journals. The paid journals are predatory journals, I can say. The people are getting money, and whatever they are submitting, they are publishing it. Okay, so that is what we call it as a paid journal. Okay, then we can call those journal as a predatory journal also. Okay, but the open access journals are, it is published by the renowned publishers. They won't compromise the quality. Okay, they will be expecting same 100% quality. Okay, but only thing is the rapid review, and also the paper is available in open access. That's why they are charging that much of money. So you should differentiate the paid journals and the open access journals. So what I'm saying is, as one of your friend asked, you prepare one review paper, you just submit in some quality or some kind of publishers like Elsewhere or Springer or IEEE. You submit your papers. Don't limit your boundary. Don't think like this paper will not be suitable for that kind of journals and all. Don't think like that. You just submit the paper and you just see the result. You just see the decision, what kind of comments you are getting it. So once you get the comments, obviously those comments will be very useful to address those comments, and also you can improve your paper to other level, so that definitely that paper will be published in one Q1 SCI journals, that I can promise you. So that will be your first paper. And the second paper, as from the first paper itself, you'll be finding the research gap. Right, you take one research gap and try to work on it, and that will be your research article, not the review article. You find the research gap. Suppose if you find some 4 research gaps, you take one research gap, just try to work on it, so that you can publish one paper based on one research gap. It is not like in the same paper you have to keep all your problems. You take one problem, simply just work on that problem itself and do a lot of comparison, because whenever you go for a research article, you have to do a lot of comparison. You have to prove that your method is good. So if you do like this, definitely you can get some quality Q1 SCA papers. Okay, and try to focus, always try to focus SCA journals. Then maybe you'll be getting it. If not, you'll be getting some comments that will be useful to improve your quality. Definitely, finally, you'll be getting one SCA journal. This is what my simple suggestion. If you want more suggestion, just contact me so that we can discuss elaborately.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, one question, last question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir, what about the plagiarism, sir? Acceptable percentage from various journals.
Sir, it is totally depends, sir. Each publisher having their own merit. For example, as I told, the Springer is having the limit of 20%, excluding reference. Okay, excluding reference, they are accepting up to 20%. So, as I told, this plagiarism must be checked only through authenticate and Turnitin. Okay, if you check with any kind of some open source plagiarism tool, it may show you some 20% or 18%. If you submit, the paper may be rejected, because the authenticate and the Turnitin is the authenticated softwares, and they have their own database. They'll be checking in their database, so that because in most of the quality publishers, they'll be checking their plagiarism only through authenticate and Turnitin. So it is better you scan through authenticate or Turnitin and check the plagiarism. If it is 20% less, then you can submit to the Springer journals. Okay, suppose if you go with some kind of elsewhere journals, it is my suggestion is you just restrict the plagiarism percentage to 15%, excluding references. Then if you are going to IEEE, it is better you just limit your plagiarism less than 10%, excluding references, because even with 12% my paper came out, okay, and they asked to reduce the plagiarism. So that we cannot predict, because in even the single publisher itself, so many journals are there, each one having their own rule. So it is better always you keep your plagiarism percentage less than 15%, excluding reference. If you including the reference, it should be within 20%. This is the safe level for all your publications.
Thank you, sir.
Hello,
Thank
sir. One last question, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Sir, it was nice session, sir. The doubt is actually whatever you said, exactly the situation we are facing, sir. The question is, I have sent a paper to this Taylor and Francis one journal, sir, and
Okay.
but they commented as how can you relate it to different themes. You can rework out and you can submit like that. I am getting the comments, sir. And I am
Okay.
from the electrical background.
Okay, sir.
How can we justify, sir, for that?
So it's again, it is based on whether it is because if the people have given the real command, some reviewers, to complete their task, what they will do, they
Okay.
So in such case, suppose if they are asking you to work out again, okay, if they are asking you to relate two different techniques, you just write a response that this may not be appropriate for this paper. You just tell them that, politely say that we will work on it, that we will consider as a future directions. Okay, you take only one method and just try to work on it and try to put the results in the paper, and the second method you don't need to work it. So you just instead you write the response stating that, sir, this method is not appropriate for this paper, this definitely will consider as a future work. So that that also you have to mention in the paper, the conclusion. The conclusion part, there you have to mention that this part will be considered as the future direction. So in that way you can avoid that kind of reviewers.
Okay.
So whatever the comments they are giving, you just politely say that okay sir, we'll work on it, but this we will consider as a future work. Like that, just write the polite statement, so maybe they'll be considering you.
Okay, sir.
So it is
Thank
not
you
like
very much.
you just avoid all the review comments. Either one or two comments, if it is not possible to work out by you, for those comments you can give this kind of response.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you once again, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I want to include one more thing. So, SAR is having some $35,000 funding for publishing that papers in that IEEE access, IEEE transactions and all. So within the last 3 years, he published more than that 40 SCA journals. So that is within that last 3 years. So here we are giving that feedback link. So if you complete that feedback link, so we'll collect that email and we'll share that all the details about that, sir. their
Sure,
personal number, mail ID, everything. So if you have any doubt, means you can ask through mail also.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. You are always welcome, sir. Anyone, you can interact with me at any time, not a problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for giving your valuable time and hands on how to use software tools which are useful for publishing quality papers. And I'm thankful to all the participants for making this workshop successful. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you all, sir. Thank you all.
Miskin, sir.